Pac-12 referees, the very top ones, they enter into the portal, or were they poached? Welcome to episode 200 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Breaking news, Jon Wilner, Mercury news. Pac-12 lost some referees. Can they easily replace them? Let's get into this article. Again, as always, put down your comments and thoughts in the comment section below the video. Pac-12 football officiating. Exodus of top referees. Top referees leaves conference with overhauled crews for 2023 season. Mass departures include a referee who worked the college football playoff game. Again, according to Jon Wilner at Mercury News, the Big Ten has raided the Pac-12 once again. Instead of taking more schools, it has seized football officials. 3 of the conference's top referees have accepted positions with the Big Ten. Chris Coyote, Francisco Villar, and Steve Strimlin are departing, according to Football Zebras, a website that tracks NFL and NCAA officiating, and was the first to report the news. Coyote worked a college football playoff game last season. The Pac-12 declined to identify the departed referees by name, but confirmed that multiple officials have resigned and said the process of replacing them is underway. In addition to the 3 referees headed to the Big Ten, a 4th longtime Pac-12 official, Michael Mothershed, has retired. The departing referees live in Southern California and are expected to handle the USC and UCLA home games when the schools join the Big Ten in 2024. Additionally, Pac-12 center judge Jim Wari, who has experience as a referee, is also headed to the Big Ten, according to Football Zebras. The mass exodus means that the Pac-12 will have new referees for at least half of its 8 officiating crews during the most anticipated season in years. And it is anticipated. It's going to be a wild, great football season in the Pac-12 in 2023. A source in the officiating industry told the hotline that the departing officials viewed the Big Ten as an enticing opportunity. The difference in salary isn't believed to be substantial. And a chance to separate from David Coleman, the Pac-12's vice president for officiating. Now, they've had scandals in the Pac-12 here in recent past with their officiating crews and how they've done things. Since Coleman's appointment in the spring of 2015, the Pac-12 has experienced one massive scandal and a slew of headline-making gaffes that required public apologies or explanations. An investigation by Hotline in 2020 revealed that Coleman was an on-field official for 2 major college games. Both were in the Mid-American Conference before being hired by the Pac-12 to run its officiating program. His peers in other Power 5 conferences have decades of on-field experience. Coleman was not available for comment, nor was Merton Hanks, the Pac-12's Executive Associated Commissioner for Football Operations and Coleman's boss. Hanks was hired in the fall of 2020 and has offered public support for Coleman on several occasions. It's like there's no accountability in the Pac-12. Back to the article. The Pac-12 said it plans to replace the departed referees with officials from within the conference. Those under consideration have served as referees for non-conference games and would have been promoted previously except for the lack of openings at the referee level. The pool of potential replacement also includes officials from other conferences who have applied for the vacancies in the Pac-12. Here's the money shot, the PATC money shot when it comes to this article, into this story. But unlike the But unlike the ACC, the Big 12, Big 10, and SEC, the Pac-12 doesn't have a formal officiating partnership with other major college conferences that could provide easy access to experienced replacements. This despite the advice of industry experts. And that advice was a while ago. We're going to hit upon it in this article. Despite the advice of industry experts, the Pac-12 is not doing what the other four major power conferences are doing with their officiating partnerships with other conferences. Following the monumental officiating scandal in 2018, in which the Pac-12's general counsel influenced an instant replay decision, the conference retained Simpson Consulting to conduct an independent review of all aspects of the officiating process. Simpson concluded that the officiating was fundamentally sound, but had areas of weakness, including recruitment and training. The report stated, now get a load of this, the Pac-12 is the only Power 5 conference without an affiliated group of 5 recruiting and training partner for officiating, often called a pipeline, which is a major weakness. 5 years later, the conference still doesn't have an affiliation with any group of 5 league to assist in the training and replacement process. That's why a consortium with other leagues wasn't created following the Simpson report. The conference said formal officiating agreements between conferences are overblown, and that Coleman's relationships with other FBS and FCS leagues have led to the hiring of Pac-12 officials. And David Smoke from 365 Sports on Jon Wilner's breaking news about the Pac-12 losing some officiating, their best referees to the Big Ten. David Smoke puts out a tweet. Sounds like we now have a transfer portal for the officials too. It's more like a poaching because these referees are not looking for a job. These referees that are leaving the Pac-12, they have a job. Now they have a job with the Big Ten starting in 2024. It sounds like they're going to be doing UCLA and USC home games. It's all going to work, it looks like, for those officials. But what about the Pac-12? Once again, they do things that are a little bit different than the rest of the Power 5 conferences. ACC, Big Ten, SEC, Big 12. They have relationships, an affiliation with a Power 5, with a G5 conference for training, recruitment, easy replacement. Pac-12 doesn't have that. They've been told they should get it, but they decided no. Why? Why do we keep getting these stories coming out of the Pac-12? Because unfortunately, these great universities of the Pac-12 with some great fan bases are not getting the leadership they deserve, and it's been going on for years. We've been blaming Larry Scott for everything, as well we should here at Peek Around the Corner. But now, George Kliavkoff, you've been in there long enough. Let's make some changes to the operations of the football conference known as the Pac-12. It's time, like something like this, get an affiliation with a G5 conference for training, recruiting purposes. Let's get on it. Man, I tell you, poor leadership once again. Not being proactive at all in the Pac-12. Again, put down your comments in the comment section below the video. Did I think here at Peek Around the Corner in episode 200 we'd be talking about the poaching of Pac-12 officials to the Big Ten? No, I did not. But you never know what's going to happen in college football. Always keep your head on a swivel. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.